Why not? We'll give you an example of what we're doing in the background as we're getting ready to go live here. We'll still go live in a minute, but we're going to pretend that we're doing our pre-show. So who were we talking about as being a super asshole?
Oh God, that list. I've got to get that list out, and it's funny enough. It kind of like matches with the people in the chat. hello, people in the chat. We were just talking about you.
Yeah, exactly.
I was blowing my nose, scratching my bum, and tickling my nipples, and we were talking about gritting our teeth with bad music and stuff like that.
Yeah. Music that makes you grit your teeth. Topic of conversation coming up right after this intro. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today, sponsored by Boeing.
Boing!
I think I crashed.
Oh, that seems to be what everyone's doing. It seems to be kind of popular these days.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I think my computer and myself and everything. See, as soon as you put the word Boeing on something, it's gonna hit hard, right?
Yeah. You start having the little spinny wheel in front of you.
Oh, totally. So, how's everybody doing out there? I mean, how many days has Trump been in office now? And the list of the things he has done that are stupid is already like Mount Rushmore tall. Speaking of which, he wants to be on it.
Well, it was proposed. Someone else proposed it. He didn't say that.
Oh, like he didn't tell them to. He would gild his own and leave the others in stone, right?
Yeah. Is there any room for another one on there?
Yeah.
I'm not even too sure there is.
No. They would have to recarve, right?
Yeah, have to make it out of fiberglass or something. An inflatable one that we can take down after his presidency.
Yeah.
Or just pop ceremoniously.
So I think as everybody's hearing right now, Lauren, who was a moderator in our Discord and very well known on a whole whack of channels that do Ukraine support and whatnot, has sadly passed away. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, 28th, I think. Took a couple days for the news to come out, but rest in peace, Lauren.
Yes, God bless you, and we'll see you in the big old stream in the sky, I guess.
Yeah.
Hope you're warming up our channel up there.
Yeah. we'll get them setting it up to make sure we can keep our ats and stuff and all that. Same. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I guess most of you watching us are probably similar to us, where we're not exactly the youngest people in the world. And you get to that point in life where these kinds of things just start happening more and more, and I think it's the one thing in life that you can't get like jaded to, no matter what. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get accustomed to that, I guess, unless you're like a soldier somewhere.
Yeah. Well, even then, you don't get accustomed to it.
No,
you just have this is kind of like water off a duck's back when you're a soldier. You just got to get on with the job.
Yeah,
and then do all your grieving later.
Yeah, take a moment after if you need, right? But yeah. So sad news indeed. I know there's a couple people already planning a little fundraising so that some money can be donated in his honor. Not exactly. I know there's plans already with us. But as plans were starting to be talked about, it was show prep time, so we haven't got that far. I'm sure we'll do something because we all knew him. But yeah. That sucks. Sucks bad. Somebody in the live chat was saying there's already another airplane crash in the United States. Alan Watkin, really? So that's aside from the helicopter plane one? That new guy that Trump just appointed is going to get fired in days, man.
Which one? Which one?
He was talking to him in that one thing that I did the skit on today there, but I can't. He was stage right. Yeah. Small plane crash. Oh, okay.
Yeah, small plane crashes in Philadelphia.
That's
all right. It's only Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Two people were aboard the plane. So
it hit a neighborhood of houses, though. Wow. I know there's some in my little town that get nervous about that sometimes because we have a small airport, and there seems to be like these little planes just buzzing around town now every so often. And this one guy's plane is so loud, and you can hear when he does a little dive to lower, and it sounds like he's just coming in for his last ever run. Everybody turns to look. It's crazy.
Yeah, you just wait till they go all those, flying taxis. They'll be dropping out of the sky.
No way. I do hate the fact that those small planes fly over our town, though, because small aircraft still use leaded fuel. And I don't like the thought of lead falling on me as they fly over, but it is.
Oh, well, or an aeroplane falling on you.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's heavier.
Well, no, but if an airplane falls on you, okay, bad day. But if no airplane falls on you, but they always fly over you, you're still an insane person with lead poisoning after, right?
Yeah. Or either that, you just turn into a fantastic pencil.
Yeah.
Pencil boy.
Yeah.
It's the new superhero from Marvel.
Yeah.
You got too many planes flying overhead. No worries. It's put lead in your pencil.
Heather in the chat says it's better for the engines. Same with boats. But is it better for engines because those engines haven't been updated with hardened valve seats and stuff the way that car engines had to, because there's so many more? Like, it's all about proportion. As I understand it, airplane avgas, they just never bothered taking the lead away because it's just a smaller little bit, right? I am not convinced that it's engineeringly, it must be there because of some limitation in engineering. I'm not sure, how that truly works. But yeah, the aviation industry, I know for sure, get away with it still. Sucks.
It's not.
Don't get the wrong idea. It's not like it's in jet fuel. It's just in small propeller plane engines, right?
Yeah, but it's not the most unhealthy thing you can put on a plane, because I heard they're putting bombs on planes these days.
Yeah. You don't want that.
No.
Yeah.
especially not in a passenger cabin.
No, or under the seat of somebody in
yeah.
a passenger cabin, right?
Excuse me, sir, your sandwich is ticking.
Yeah. Guess I better eat it. It's getting impatient. So what else is happening?
Hey, talking about that plane crash, which was terrible. I came across a video yesterday, it was last night, on a channel called Captain Steve. And, it's a relatively old dude. He's a pilot. And he was talking about, his thoughts behind, the plane crash of the Potomac. And, just what his opinions are. And, he looked at flight data and it's like, stuff that was being said over the radio and shit like that. Yeah, it's quite an interesting video. About, I don't know, like 20 minutes long or something like that. And I watched it yesterday.
For the TikTok generation, then.
No, really not. But I watched it yesterday, and it was like, it had 1.5 million views on it. You look at his channel. He's got like videos that sometimes are like 20,000, 10,000, 9,000, 300 views,
right.
200 views. All over the place. So he had, when I watched it, it had 1.5 million views. I was telling my wife about it tonight, saying, this thing, it's got 1.5 million views. Clicked on it, refreshed it. Now, so it was 1.5 million views yesterday. It was like 2.5 million views a day later.
Wow.
And before I was, set up the show, I still had the page open, and I was restarting my computer, refreshed it, 3 million views. It had 500,000 views in a couple of hours.
Wow.
I mean, horrible subject, yes, I know, but can you imagine being that YouTuber, just seeing those views? Incredible.
He's sitting there quietly thinking to himself, can we just have one crash a day? I really need the views. One a week. Okay, one a week,
Yeah.
But
did I monetize this video?
Imagine at 3 million views, you realize you didn't. Oh.
Yeah. No, it's probably at 4 million now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's that
incredible
thing. Once it starts the ball rolling, YouTube just stuffs it down everybody's face, man.
Well, see, that's the thing. When we put the 42 show out, we've got the thumbnail already, which is like the Tesla car. But if we did a thumbnail of the airplane crash, would that just mean that that video would go viral because everybody's just like clicking on it, or would we have missed the boat, or would it be wrong because we're not actually talking about the plane crash?
Yes, we do. The opening of the show is all about the press conference.
That's what I was just about to say. It wasn't about the plane crash. It was about Trump's reaction to it.
We need a thumbnail of a close-up of the plane that's pointing in an obvious "I'm going down" position, with him sticking his head, like his torso out the window, going,
yeah, just flying out of Trump's mouth.
Yeah, or a cartoon bubble. The pilot's Portuguese,
it's a dwarf.
God.
Oh, that was one of the things he mentioned.
I know.
He went through the list of the DEIs, and it is like saying, hiring lots of dwarves. Lots of dwarves.
Yeah. I was gonna have a go at that, but then I saw Kimmel's thing from last night, and he had a go at it, and I was like, "Oh, fuck you, dude," and I left that part out.
Do you know what's interesting is a certain time of night when all these late night show hosts put out their videos.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always around about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there thinking, I've got to get to bed, gotta get to bed. Oh no! Kibble's has come out, Stephen Colbert's come out. Oh God, I've got to watch these now.
Oh no!
And it is so interesting when you see them. They're essentially doing the same jokes, but from a slightly different angle.
Yeah. Exactly. That's it. That's what made me realize I don't care if they cover it or not. Like, I pick what I'm going to pick because it's more about our reaction. It's not so much what's being covered at times, right? There's that whole thing, right?
It can be a turn off for people when they see an image of Trump. They go, "Oh God, not more."
Yeah.
I can't take any more.
Yeah. But I think even some people that voted for him are already going, "Oh no,"
I don't know. It'd be really interesting to actually get inside America to find out, what's going on. Whether some of the people even know what's going on.
Yeah, your harsh, uneducated redneck person that just votes Trump because that's what they do. They haven't figured it out yet, right? They haven't figured it out.
They haven't figured out the remote on their TV yet.
Yeah. Still trying to get his tongue off that frozen pole.
Or penis.
Like
that other story we didn't get around to doing. No, you wouldn't want a tongue stuck on that frozen pole. Now that would be a new story.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there was a man. I can't remember where it was. I can't remember the details now, but yeah, a man basically had a fight outside of a bar, and ended up somehow his trousers came down and he got his penis stuck to the pavement. The cold. Now the thing is, now surely when you stick your tongue on a pole, it's because it's moist. Yeah. Now, why has this man got a moist penis after having a fight?
Who was he fighting? JD Vance? What's going on here?
Was he having an argument about they weren't sucking his cock off properly? Is that why it was? Was that why it's moist? I ain't paying for that. Call that a suck. Yeah, very, very strange. Yeah, the story didn't go into details of that as far as that was concerned. Yeah, kind of.
Thankfully,
no, I want the details.
Oh yeah. You're concerned about his cock, are you?
Yeah. I just have to start, making my own story up like Trump does. We haven't got the details yet of what happened to the man outside the bar, why his penis got stuck, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with DEI and the Biden administration.
Brown penis, okay?
It's a white man with a brown penis. Dwarf penis.
Oh, that's funny.
Could be worse. Could be a penis in a wheelchair.
Yeah. What was it Kimmel said in his? Dwarves. Like, what does he think? These people are just standing there like this with their hands up, hitting buttons, like. I almost died laughing, man. That was hilarious.
It's like, why the fuck did he add that to the list? Trump. I mean, honest to God, and then he has the audacity to say, "Oh, it's common sense. It's common sense."
Yeah.
You're talking about dwarfs. What is this? Lord of the fucking Rings?
Yeah. Yeah. Why do you think that Peter Dinklage is too stupid to guide a plane in on a screen?
Why do you think he's an actor and not working for the FAA?
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Snow White and the seven air traffic controllers.
Yeah. We haven't had America hasn't had a racist leader like this since the Confederacy, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I mean, he makes the Confederacy look tame. Come on. Yeah, at least they had proper reasons for hatred and bigotry. They knew what they were doing. This guy is just a complete loss.
Yeah, to them it was finance, right? I guess.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, like immigration people keep going at native peoples, and now he renamed Denali to Kinley, and oh man. Yeah. This whole thing with the tariffs, I think it would be hilarious if Canada just turned off the electricity that flows from Quebec into New York and all that, because Trump Tower would be pretty cold. and sitting on a golden throne toilet would sure freeze those tiny little noon ads you call balls off there, Trump.
Oh, he'd just do the same he did with California by sending the troops in to turn the water on. Which didn't happen.
Yeah. We got it. They turned the tap on. What tap, Trump?
That's the other thing. Just the audacity of him just saying, "Yeah, we sent the troops in and they sorted it out." When everybody's just standing around there looking, you know that meme of John Travolta where he's just like standing there looking around, going, what? It's like everybody else is going, "What troops? What are you talking about? That didn't even happen." Yeah. And he stands up and says this shit.
We missed a trick. We should have used that clip, and then we should have switched to a clip of Elmer Fudd turning a thing or something. Yeah. But he's
crap that he comes out with.
Yeah, what was it? He sent in the military and they turned on the tap, and everybody's like, "We didn't go anywhere. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. What was the governor of California said? No, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Apparently the pumps were under maintenance or something, and we just turned back on. It's like, and the water was flowing anyway. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God!
So California is the only source of water.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he did go to Northern California and turn on some mythical tap, and he just floods all these valleys and stuff as it comes down and washes LA away? It's just...
It blamed the Biden administration for that. Yeah, it's the Biden's administration. The water was too wet. It was way too wet. And under my administration, we had much drier water.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There are far too many H's in this H2O. Yeah.
Yeah.
DEI water. Yeah, what? Brown water.
Yeah. That whole thing where he's talking about mentally unstable and challenged people and stuff working at the FAA. It's hilarious.
At the White House.
Yeah. Yeah, got one leading it, right? So, but it's like, does he only think that is the only job at the FAA flight controller? Like, is that what he thinks? Because I'm pretty sure there's somebody who has to like sweep the floor. You know what I mean? There's security people, and there's somebody that does the valet and the parking attendant. There's a cafeteria. There's so many people that work there, Trump. Oh my God, he's got to be the dumbest man in. Oh yeah, right, Pootler. But he's really dumb.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, so many people are about to get fired for no reason other than, were you hired under a Democratic administration? Yes. Is your skin brown? Yes, you're fired.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
It's common sense.
How long do you think that little bimbet, that stupid little finger puppet of his,
she is so bad.
How long do you think she'll last?
No idea. But it's like on the first day, she was just like asked straight in the face, "Are we going to get the truth or are we going to get lies?" And you go, you're going to get...
I say what I'm told. Yeah. And I'm not allowed to tell you that he fucks me with a cigar nightly,
Oh, dear.
Well, I just thought I'd put a little political balance in there because Clinton was a Democrat, right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. See, But
under Biden's administration, Clinton fucked less secretaries.
That's probably true. Yeah. Well, no, because she was there and she was probably getting it on with all the young hotties to get her old man pissed off, right? Depends on which Clinton now, right?
Ah, I see.
Right? She probably has a free pass. She can fuck anybody in the White House she wants because he already did it first, right?
Are you saying Hillary had a pack of cigars too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, she probably prefers slim cigarettes, but yeah, I mean, why not?
I didn't mean she was using them on herself.
Well, I'm sure she brought somebody in for help.
Now we're just getting into a political quagmire.
Yeah.
We can dig ourselves out.
Putin's cat in the chat there says, good sacks for Clinton. I remember Bill Clinton going on Arsenio Hall and doing the whole saxophone thing. And the moment he did that, his whole campaign went on fire, especially with youth and younger people. That appearance on Arsenio Hall was huge for Bill Clinton. That was a huge moment for him. It was hilarious. I was blown away. I was like, hey, look at this guy go. All right.
Right. So we should have got Biden doing electric guitar at the Hollywood Bowl or something.
Can you imagine if Biden was to play guitar? He would be like, no, he would look like one of those animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese, man.
Down, down, down,
Yeah.
down, down. That's as far as it gets.
What they do is get Steve Martin and just superimpose Biden's head on him, right? Playing banjo. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Petra Olson in the chat there, the Learjet in Philadelphia. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier there. It seems it's just a time in the news for planes. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nowhere near related. I'm sure it's not an FAA or probably just mechanical failure like normal things happened.
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody from Mexico that's working on the grounds at the airport, and Trump will figure out how to blame them.
There was probably a Mexican, there was a first responder, they'll still complain.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But the political posturing at such a time, like Trump spent the majority of that conference doing partisan politics. He barely acknowledged the fact that there's like grieving families or anything, He did his moment of silence in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure that he was forced to do it because that takes attention away from him. And he started talking about cold, icy waters being insensitive, and that was terrible. That man is a walking piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't start talking about, do I want to be, die in a plane crash in the Potomac or be eaten by an electric shark? I don't know. Which would I prefer? I don't know.
Somebody asked him if he was going to go survey the scene, and he's like, what? Am I going to go swimming or something? And he had like total attitude about it.
What a twat.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, you say about political prostituting, prospering. Yeah, but the thing is, the Democrats have had to come back at him with a political attitude as well, because they just have to. And even
they can't just sit there and take it, right?
No, they can't. When they can't just sit there and say, "Well, it's really bad. Bad day for the family. Thinking of the family." And there are like a huge number of ice skaters, a team of ice skaters on that crash, and they're lost news. They've lost a lot of people, and there's none of that. They can't even bring it up because they've just got to react to the shit that's coming out of Trump's mouth.
Well, speaking of which, Trump started going on about diversity hiring in the FAA, and how horrible it is, and constantly trying to blame them, right? And he read out this thing on the website that he thought was awful and said how it's being changed right now. And it wasn't that way before, but it is now thanks to Biden. Well, that's not true, Donald, because one of the reporters put it through the Wayback Machine, and the current diversity inclusion stuff that is on there about hiring people with mental challenges and whatnot has been there since 2013.
Right.
Yeah. So he's so full of shit, it's not funny. And you've just got way too many people eating it up. I mean, seriously, people, you've all got phones in your pocket. It's called Google. Use it. Well, Google isn't always the best, but search engine, right?
Also, just using the terminology, mental challenges. That could mean anything. It doesn't mean that you're allergic to flight displays or information. It could be anything. You can't just like wipe out every. I mean, what's going to happen with mental health if that's how he considers mental health? Oh, you got mental health, you're out. They're going to put them in the concentration camps.
Yeah, he's putting the stigma back on these people that we've been trying to erase for like 40 fucking years, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah. My son is heavily on the autism spectrum, and under this piece of garbage, my son would just be, just sit down and watch TV, and we'll bring you your lunch, son. It's better for you to be on your own.
No, it'd be worse than that because you have RFK.
You vaccinated him, didn't you?
Yeah, he's at. Vaccinated him. And there'll be because of that, and now he's got mental problems. What? Yeah, just round him up, put him.
Yeah, he would. He'd camp him up for sure.
Deport them. Yeah.
Why does that RFK guy talk as if he's got a lump of chewing tobacco caught in his throat? What's the deal with this guy?
That's the 400 pack of fags he used to smoke, probably, before he became health minister.
Yeah, I can't. I'd never heard him speak until these confirmation hearings,
No? Seriously?
No.
Wow.
No, I don't watch enough of this stuff. I can't. I've got my own politics to absorb, like we've got this whole ramp up coming up here,
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, it's like, everyone talks about the politics situation in the UK. I don't know none of it because I'm just seeing the stuff in the US.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Did you, was it on Jimmy Kimmel where they had the RFK Junior? It was hilarious. It just had like a lookalike, but with like a puppet.
Oh, the strong guy. Yeah. Look at my muscles in these jeans, and that was hilarious.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was watching it thinking, how the hell did they do that? Because it actually looks like him as well.
Yeah, I know that was really well done. There was some weird auto screen removal thing going on that glitched a few times, but it was really good. Well,
it's obviously a guy in a blue or green suit. So you could do the puppeteering and then put the background in. So he got cut out,
and he couldn't pick up the pills, and it was hilarious.
Like chucking everything off the desk. If you haven't seen it, guys in the chat, just go and look it up. It's just RFK.
Here, I'll show you here quick.
It was terrible.
I'll mute it, right? But I'll play it here if I can find it. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. YouTube just can't figure out searches very well and stuff.
Nah. History.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. There he is. Here, I'll put it on speed up a little bit. How do you do that? Playback speed. Okay.
That was great. Look at my muscles.
Yeah, he explains how he wears those jeans to make the muscles look bigger. And
yeah, pulls them tight.
Yeah. It's even funnier mute, man. This is hilarious. Oh, he starts freaking out because sunscreen is a scam.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
But it was funny, man. Here, yeah. Look at him flexing out there. Oh, that's funny.
Why is it in America where all the people who are kind of like stand up against Trump? Why is it that it's Saturday night show hosts and maybe it's like some YouTube pundits?
Yeah,
Where's
that's it.
the fucking Republicans?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Why aren't we seeing them standing in the middle of the street? It's like Trump had a rally. Where was it? It was in Vegas after he'd been elected. He had a rally.
Yeah.
So what? The only one person I can think of who had rallies after they were elected.
Hitler.
Hitler. Next week, Donald Trump will be speaking at Nuremberg.
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Where the fuck? I mean, this is what the Democrats should be doing. I'm not going to tell them their job, but this is what they should be doing. They should be running rallies. They should have people shouting in the streets. Just look at this shit.
Yeah.
People need to know about it.
Yeah. What we need is Democrats that act like they're from Florida and just go all loudmouth in public all the time. That's what we need. Yeah.
Yeah, at the minute, it's like there's like flat Earth people who do like street demonstrations, or what do you call them? Street activism. The flat Earth, and you see them doing it. You got like a crappy little table and a flip chart. The Earth is flat. Oh, everything's fake, and everyone's just like walking past them, looking at them like they're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, don't look at them, honey, because he'll talk to you. Don't look at him, honey.
Don't make eye contact.
Exactly. They get you. Come on, let's just cross the street. Run in front of that cab. Come on, let's go.
I'm going to feign a heart attack. It's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like that. They just seem to be so quiet. There's a couple out there. I think is it Raskin? I think he's being a bit shouty at them, but it's all behind a desk and all behind closed doors in the government and stuff. But it's like, no, they should be out on the fucking street.
Well, the thing is you can't communicate to those rednecky types that think Trump has done good, and then they can't answer what one good thing he did is in a street interview. You can't talk to those people with a rational approach because they don't watch that stuff.
No, exactly. No one does. No one does. The only people who watch that kind of like political stuff, what happens in Congress or what happens at the Senate or any of this, the only people watching that are people who are following politics.
Informed people.
Yeah, people don't do that.
Yeah, people that actually graduated from high school at least,
or saw one once.
Yeah. I've actually been to one without being arrested,
Yeah, my cousin Garth went to high school, so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
He's my wife now.
Yeah. I went to high school once. I got off work at the mill. I had to go pick up my 16-year-old girlfriend. She's my cousin, so I had to give her a ride.
I married her now. It's grandma.
Yeah. That's what you call a sis mom. Sister, mom, grandma.
Talking about sexuality and stuff like that. One of the funny things that they were trying to pass was the whole birth or your sex is decided at conception.
Oh,
which is fine, except that at conception,
not
everybody's a female.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Your sex is developed within the womb.
I don't even know what the different blood types are, and I know that.
Oh, yeah, that'll be it. That'll be Trump going on a bit. Yeah, these women, they get conceived, and then they change the sex of the child inside their body. They're changing the sex of your child in the body.
Do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Your wife goes to work with a male baby, comes home with a female baby. They're doing that in some states. It's crazy. It's not good. Oh my God. I can't believe that this stuff is funny because it's actually scary, right?
Well, it's scary because it's actually happening. That's why it's not funny.
Oh man. I mean, when he finds out that Melania didn't vote for him, is he going to repeal votes for women?
Oh, I'm sure he'd be, if he could get away with it, I'm sure he'd do that anyway. It'd repeal votes entirely. Yeah. Unless you're a friend of mine.
Yeah. One for me, fake ballot. One for me, fake ballot. One for me, fake ballot. One for.
Oh dear.
Oh man. I'm scared because we got an election coming up here, and it's not just America that has this hard right thing going on. Look what Elon's doing in Germany, trying to push the hard right over there. He even zoomed in like Hitler addressing the masses, man.
Yeah. Days. No, let's be clear. This was days after him at the inauguration where he's doing the Hitler salute to everybody. He's going, "No, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi." And then a couple of days later,
shows up at the modern Nazi party.
You're doing a great job, guys.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. Yeah. Keep up the fight. Keep up the good work.
Oh yeah.
How Hitler. Oh no, didn't mean to say that. That was a joke. Yeah, it's a Roman thing. How Hitler. Yeah, it's not real.
Why don't they just call him Moth Musk at this point, right?
Oh dear. Hang on, but his family was South African, right? Yeah. Didn't a lot of the Nazis when they ran away from Germany?
They're in Argentina, as I get it. Yeah.
Wasn't it Argentina? But it was Argentina and South Africa, wasn't it?
Yeah. They found a few in Argentina, as I understand it, right?
Oh, a lot went to Argentina. There was probably like a fucking holiday camp for Nazis over there. But I'm sure some of them just snuck off to South Africa. Which probably explains a lot of things that happened in the past in South Africa as well.
Yeah, is apartheid a German word?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Nichten Blacks.
Oh
dear.
Oh man, Brazil too, eh? Okay, yeah. Heather Wiley in the chat there.
Oh, and the moon, obviously. Yeah, went to the moon as well.
Can anybody explain to me? I understand because of the Cold War, after World War II, the switch and everything, the whole if you're red, better off dead than red, America's real disdain for communism. I get that because of all the circumstance and situation. Why are Americans allergic to the word socialism?
Because I don't know. I was about to explain it to you, then suddenly realized I don't know. I can't even.
I don't really get it. I mean, I can make a few inferences or whatever and kind of get myself there, but what is the real deal there?
Because socialism, at its core roots, is a damn good idea.
We have a socialistic approach to healthcare and stuff in Canada. We're not socialists. Right, by the true nature of the term, although America sure as fuck thinks we are for some weird reason. I guess healthcare, but
I suppose if you put history into it, the Nazi National Socialist Party. Well, it turns out they weren't that social a group of people. Yes, yeah. you had to be Aryan to be in their social gathering group.
Yeah,
so anybody else wasn't allowed in. That's not particularly very social, is it? It's kind of like the opposite of social.
Yeah. Yeah, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR. So communist dreaming, Duncan says. And I guess that's probably where it comes from, right? Because I guess in communism, there's supposed to be a healthy dose of socialism. There just isn't, right? Well, unless you count keeping everybody equally fucked,
Talking of which, my bottle's empty, so...
oh, no.
Yeah, you better... can you hold the fort for a couple of minutes while I go and refresh?
Well, I was holding something else, but I'll hold the fort. All right.
Hold your cock.
So let's see here. We've got a lot of awful things that have come out of Trump's mouth so far. What do you think will be the first actual thing that's good for Americans that could come out of his mouth? Because I haven't heard one yet. Right? I haven't heard one yet. Has anybody heard one yet? For him to do something that is actually good for people? Yeah, I didn't think so. Maybe if he resigns. Good one, PJ. Yeah. I wonder what it'll be the first thing he does that will actually benefit anybody in the lower income classes, if he ever does it. I can't think of what it could possibly be, because as I understand the man, almost everything we got coming from him soon will all be geared towards the rich. Hasn't he already done some tax cuts for the total upper class? Trump seems to be.
What are you asking? Whether he's going to do anything for the people?
Yeah. But for all the people, like his tax cuts right now are only for the rich so far, aren't they? I'm not 100% sure on this though.
Yeah, he dropped. What was it, corporate tax?
Yeah, corporate and capital gains, I think, or something, right?
Yeah. It's like from 21 to 15 or something like that.
Yeah,
which is ridiculously low.
Yeah. Oh, it's stupid. It's stupid. If America had a system where everybody paid an equal fair share of tax, I mean, we could use this too. Filing your taxes would be so simple because you just simply pay, right? Sure, there's going to be some deductions, but for the most part, it would be a lot clearer. And imagine the U.S. has so much deficit that at this point, some economists are saying that it'll never be paid off. Like it's over now, right? The U.S. just operates in deficit. If all these rich companies and people in America paid their fair share of taxes, y'all could have healthcare like Canada, no problem. Just like that, would cost you nothing. You'd still have money just falling out of the White House windows. People would be like, I don't know what to do with it,
Yeah, but remember at one of his rallies, he's just standing there at the podium and he goes, maybe we'll just get rid of taxes altogether. Nobody has to pay taxes. And the audience just go wild. And you can see him just like thinking, they go, oh, they like that. And then he sort of like says, don't know how we're going to do it. Maybe through tariffs, but we can get rid of taxes for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was literally going through his head. Like, whoa, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a winner for me.
Yeah.
But I've said it now. I can forget about it because they're all applauding, and they're all going to give me the vote because they think I can get rid of taxes. No, I'm not.
Yeah. But and even there, KK says if everybody pays an equal percentage of tax, it's not fair. It's actually regressive. I would have to have that explained to me, because if my taxes on my income are 18% or whatever, 23%, whatever the hell it is offhand. If every single person in the country paid that same income tax off their income, not graded on a scale to the point where, like Donald Trump a few years back got away with paying, I think it was $200 in income tax because of all the little games that business people can pay. play.
Yeah.
When somebody like Trump can have a golden toilet and pay less income tax than somebody that makes $60,000 a year, there's something seriously fucking wrong.
Yeah. That is definitely, yeah. Well, the thing is, that what you say, they can cheat it, and because it's all about expenses and blah blah blah. They can get their tax, and they'll be able to do that even if you've got a fixed rate of income tax. They'll still find ways to make sure they don't pay anything. But that's what you can do when you got a lot of money. You're investing in things. It becomes a deduction.
Yeah, it's too many games. And if you're really rich and you can afford really good accountants and lawyers and stuff, instead of paying taxes, you just pay these people to get you out of the taxes. Just pay the taxes. You still have to pay. You're not gaining any. You're just putting it in other people's pockets instead of the government. That's how I see it. I think it should just be a way simpler, streamlined system for tax. You have income, you pay tax. Simple.
I think it should just be like Richard III, and you just send the troops around with a big, casket. And you just like fill it up with gold coins.
yeah.
Until the men can't carry it anymore. That's what I want.
Yeah. But I can't understand why everybody shouldn't have to pay a fair share.
Taxes though. Yeah, what do we know?
Yeah. I mean, if a rich guy doesn't have to pay 18% because that's way too much money, then I shouldn't have to, because to me, it's way too much money. It's percentage wise the same amount of goddamn money, because my lower income, that amount of money makes a big hit to me. I don't see the difference. Fuck it.
Thanks for reminding me. I've got to pay my taxes tomorrow.
Oh, bummer.
Which is really frustrating because I haven't had any fucking money come in for 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, just too many games in it,
Yeah. Can't we just go and live on a nice island somewhere?
Yeah, if only.
Little commune.
Mm-hmm.
That's too communist. Too socialist.
Like look at states, provinces, and governments right now. They bend over backwards to give corporate people big tax breaks for moving an office or a factory to an area to create some jobs. So they give them tax breaks that last and last and last, and they create 300 jobs. Do the math after 20 years and who's really getting screwed here and who benefits, I don't see, if everybody would just stop doing that, it would be a level playing field. Let companies go and be where they want to be because of society and location and stuff. And like in Vancouver here, they bend over backwards with tax cuts to get movie people up here to make movies.
Yeah.
Right. So you get you get
the same in Ireland and UK.
Yeah. So you miss out on all this tax money so that some extras and a few stagehands and stuff can make an okay, but not the greatest living. And then actors come in that make, I'm not sure it's the value. I'm not sure it's worth it. I think everybody, pay your fair share, man.
Yeah. Let's blame the actors. It's all their fault.
Yeah.
Usually is.
Yeah.
Usually is. Dear. Yeah. So, talking about Ferrari. I saw the thing the other day. Yeah, about Ferrari. There's some guy that comes up on YouTube. His face comes up. A chubby little guy, curly hair. He just seems to come out of nowhere, and he's just like on everything. He's talking about economics and society and stuff. Don't know who the fucking guy is. No clue whatsoever.
If he's an AI.
No, not that. Not looking like that. It wouldn't be an AI. But one of the interesting things he was talking about, he talking about taxes and stuff like that. Well, this isn't taxes, but they were saying, you can buy, a brand new Ferrari and they'll ship it to your local, Ferrari dealer. And you can go and pick it up.
Yeah.
Or you can spend $500 fly on a plane, and go to the factory, get a, in quote, tour of the factory, shown by Pedro, the sweeper upper, and and then you get the car and you get to drive it home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what?
I know.
Yeah, you spend $500 to get a tour, and you have to get there yourself and drive the car home.
Yeah. There's some strange ones like that. Ferrari does this thing called Classy K certification, where you can take your old Ferrari and you can have it certified to be pure original and therefore worthy of the highest values.
Right. And how much does that cost?
Oh, big money. Right. So you have to,
so it is valuable now, but it just cost you a fortune to get it valuable.
But here's the thing. You can go through the whole process and get it all done. And then 6 months later, you could, have an engine overhaul and use all kinds of crap aftermarket parts and whatnot. And you still have that certification from 6 months ago. It's fucking meaningless.
Yeah.
Right? Unless after you get that certification, you only ever take that car to a Ferrari dealer and nobody third party, it's meaningless.
Yeah, just swap out that engine for a 1.4 litre Nova engine.
Yeah. I got a special Ferrari. She's got a Kazi in her. It's just
got a blow up doll in the passenger seat.
But yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke system. Yeah. Too bad too, because it could have meant something, but how do you keep up to it, right? If somebody goes and gets that certification and then instantly puts the car in the market, okay, fine, right? But that's like $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 out of pocket just to try to make your car worth more. Did you get any? I think you just spent the extra, right? Crazy stuff.
Hey, talking about crazy stuff, DeepSeek.
Oh God, yeah.
And go.
Have you looked into this much? Because I wasn't sure if the little blurb that I read before we did the 42 show earlier, I wasn't sure if I was under the right impression. Have they taken the open source code of OpenAI ChatGPT and just reloaded it themselves?
No. They haven't done that. They
just beat them.
It's claimed that an insider at ChatGPT gave them access to the data for the model. Although not the code that runs it, but the actual model they've been building. Just the data of it, not necessarily the model, just the data, the information. All the information that ChatGPT has stolen from everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, all the writing,
the internet.
Just the internet, just everything, everything that's happened that they've collated. Basically, DeepSeek went in, just like, oh, we'll have that, and we'll use that. We'll use that to build our model. And so they're pissed off that they basically, the funniest thing that everybody's talking about is
you stole what we stole, you bastards.
Yeah. And also an AI has put an AI out of job.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably the funniest things I heard people. I want to be the first to say that, but we've been so long, because you've been sicky and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
We've been so long to get back to the air that everybody else has stole my gag before I can get to do it.
I'm fighting, showing that I'm still not 100% right now. Actually, yeah.
Well, let's face it, you were never 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that is and of course. This is off the back of TikTok being so-called banned and then brought back by the illustrious Trump, who saved the day and brought it back. So TikTok is stealing your information. It's a Chinese application that's stealing your information. I know, China. China goes, yeah, I know. We'll come out with an AI thing and we'll call it DeepSeek. Yeah, because it's not stealing data or anything like that. In fact, it knows what color undies you're wearing. You know, it's like
yeah.
it's like the opposite of trying to get rid of data hoarding from a Chinese company, and he's just like, oh no, we'll just do an AI thing and make it super cheap and make it free and available for everybody to use, and it what did it just blew Nvidia's stocks.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Nvidia stock has been on fire because of AI. Now, DeepSeek comes along, goes right to the top of the Apple store and whatnot, blows people away. Nvidia stock take a hit. Do you actually think that this company isn't using Nvidia GPUs in the background just because somebody said China can't have them? Are you out of your fucking minds? China doesn't have a GPU or an AI accelerated thing that's even close to of course they're
that's the thing. DeepSeek doesn't need the whole GPU.
I don't
thing.
buy that.
But you can download the source code. This is the thing. They made it open source, so you can download the source code and put it on your computer. And other people are just saying it just works fine without the bloody Nvidia GPUs and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of interesting.
I don't buy that. I would love.
I understand you don't buy it,
but
I get it. Go on.
I would love to see a true network engineer analyze the network traffic coming from this app and tell me that there's nothing going back to a server and if it's going back to a server, nobody's telling me, oh, we didn't use that just to be cool, when I know that, like, if you're using regular CPUs to crunch that kind of data, it's just not going to work very well. This is parallel instruction stuff. I don't.
Wait. We're talking to you, Linus Roach. Thanks for hanging around on the show tonight. And we're talking to Linus Tech Tips. We'll be discussing this in the future.
What? The fuck are you on, man? What was that?
LTT. He'll be the one to do that. He's gonna do a video. Look,
Steve from Gamers Nexus will do it better and probably
and cheaper.
Well, I don't know about that, but no, I trust Steve from Gamers Nexus more on a situation like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Linus is more of an entertainer. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just not sure I buy it. Because, I mean, it's one thing to say it. It's one thing to release some source code that is okay at it. But is your source code running local? Now, I've seen a few YouTubers like Jeff Greenling, I think his name is, or something. One of these guys that just has this happy smile in his thumbnails all the time that make it so I can barely even click them.
I don't like him already.
Yeah. And he ran it on a Raspberry Pi and came up with some decent results.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen some people run it on a Raspberry. Yeah,
right. But when you've got a person asking one thing, you could get some okay results in playing along. But is that model got the proper neural engine power to really learn? Or is it just where it is now? Like, where is that source code going to lead to in a year versus using the real hardware and stuff as it's supposed to be, as I understand it? And keep in mind, I'm not completely ignorant on this. We have an AI image generator running on a private server and whatnot now. I set it up and whatnot, and I've almost got an LLM running on it as well. And I'm not completely in the dark on this stuff, but if
just on balance, I am. But carry on.
I'm not so sure compared to what I was trying to get to is if they have a code leap that's that unbelievable. And then they release it as open source. Who would do that? There's so much fishy in this.
Oh yeah, I don't understand why that. What would be the advantage of putting it out open source?
There isn't. That's just it. The only reason to do it in open source is to have the community help you, right?
Or isn't it just to destroy the American AI industry? Because that's worth trillions of dollars.
Yeah, but it won't destroy it. Is it worth trillions of dollars? It's worth trillions of dollars invested.
Oh, well, they think it is.
Yes. Right.
No, it's not worth that amount at all. Yeah, absolutely not. No, I agree. But although, well, Nvidia lost $500 billion in one day of their stocks, like just plummeted. So yeah, there's money to be had, or money involved.
It's disruptive in so much as it pertains to venture capital, stock market and whatnot. Absolutely. But in 30 days, these models keep changing and growing so fast and stuff. This could be already a non-starter. It's just, so,
Well, let me put it another way. Them putting it out, just them creating it and them putting it out as open source. And it's been disruptive. 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 Isn't that kind of like a Chinese sneaky kind of thing to do?
Well, all they had to do was get an app to the top of the Apple App Store, and boom, Nvidia stock tumbles. So it's an effective tool that way for sure.
Yeah. It's like a cyber attack, but doing it above board and legal.
But I would love to see somebody analyze the traffic, because each one of these installs on a Raspberry Pi could still be sending back to big servers and blah, blah. I'm just not sold on this yet. You know?
Yeah. There is that side of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if they came up with code that's so goddamn good, you can run one of these things off of a Raspberry Pi. So literally
speaking spell.
Yeah. 6502 and a C64, and I got an LLM.
When you say large language model, it only knows 8 words.
Yeah. Well, 8 bits. But yeah.
And most of those are swear words.
Yeah. Yeah, it was raised in the South. You got to use it.
In those 8 words. Stop asking me questions.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. But it's
It's an interesting story for sure.
Yeah. It's too new without enough meat and potatoes in the conversation to truly know if this was some miraculous new jump in code, or is somebody being a little bit facetious on this, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said to you earlier, a lot of this is like a black art. I really have no clue how it works. It's just magic. And I have seen a couple of videos where people are like, well, is it any good for coding? And they just like do this thing, and it just comes up with code, and you just copy it and paste it, and then it's off. It works. A lot of people seem to be astounded by it.
But does anybody run this without an internet connection?
Oh, probably not.
Right? That's what I want to see. I want to see this installed on a Raspberry Pi, no internet connection. Show me what you can do. That would convince me.
Yeah. Well, that's a different kind of story,
Yeah.
Whether or not the actual code itself is amazing, but
because in this day and age,
it's kind of like 1K chest on the ZX81 sort of thing.
That is some impressive shit, man. That's got to be one of the most impressive coding exercises in 8-bit computer history. Writing it a good chess game in 1 kilobyte of RAM.
Yeah, you can't even open an empty text document for 1 kilobyte of RAM these days.
I have written longer emails to tell people to fuck off than 1K of RAM.
But you were playing chess at the time.
Yeah.
You're just a sore loser.
Yeah. There's this guy, I think he's Australian, but he lives in America now, Modern Vintage Gamer, really good YouTuber. And he just recently did a video about some unbelievable code that was done. And what was that? Shadow of the Beast?
What's that?
What he is? I don't know, some 16-bit game, 16-bit era game. But,
okay. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, if you know who I'm talking about, you'll know the video. But that's I love that when somebody can outdo the system and be so good with code. Because imagine if Adobe were actually really good with code instead of bloat, their software would be amazing instead of always good enough. You know? We have such slop like Discord, for God's sakes. On my iPhone, I think it's like a 12. If I have a Discord voice chat for more than 2 hours, 2/3 of my battery's gone. How the hell is that even possible? Some of that code was written in like the Reagan era, I bet. It's terrible.
What, the actor? Talking about politics. I saw a funny thing. A little rubber dog said, "You're not a big fan of the rubber dog." You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what's the rubber dog.
Yeah, Triumph the insult.
Oh, yeah. Ed the sock ripoff. Yep.
Shut up. No, but there was a funny thing. Trump is going on about climate change. He hates climate change, and he wants to get he's just not interested anymore. Triumph said this thing that I almost died laughing. He said, "They should not call it climate change. They should call it climate transitioning."
Oh, that would make it worse.
Donald will get on it straight away.
Yeah. There are only two genders of climate. We're not doing that.
The changes. Yeah, one day you go and it's raining, and next day it's coming back. It's snowing. They're changing the weather. They're transitioning the weather.
Oh God,
that's a great concept.
You know what's funny? When Trump does that whole thing, your kid goes to school a boy and comes back home a girl.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean physically. He means in the brain. He's trying to say that the woke teachers and the school policies are brainwashing the kids into thinking they are what they aren't. I understand what that asshole is actually talking about in those moments. The thing is the school being accepting of somebody who wants to transition doesn't mean that they gave the kid the idea and all this nonsense from a scared old man that once touched another man's ass in the shower and was, scared he was you know what I mean? Like, but that's what he truly actually means. He doesn't mean that a woman comes home from school with a penis, right?
I always thought, he's saying, your boy goes to the school in the morning as son. He comes back and as a girl. I'm just thinking, no, you just picked up the wrong kid.
Yeah.
You're not a very good parent.
Yeah. Can't you tell pink from red? What the hell's wrong with
you? Yeah, I took him to school. He was in Rico, came back Erica. What the hell's going on?
I brought my child to school. He played guitar. He came back playing piano. I mean, what No
wonder if she was crying all night, saying, "I want to go home to mommy."
But yeah, it's a joke, right? Like a child's going to go to school and decide, that's it. I'm transitioning just because one day they walked across the rainbow sidewalk or something. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard,
I like boys now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point because when he's talking about sexuality, he's only talking about transitioning sexuality.
Yeah.
What about the boys that go to school and they kiss their friend?
Exactly.
I quite liked kissing him.
Yeah,
I like boys now, and he's not having a go at that, is he? But
yeah, you can't get the basketball team out of the shower for half an hour, but
Well, they come out happy.
Yeah, at least they're not women, right, Trump? Jeez. Christ.
Like he's ever been into a a boys' basket room, changing room. He's only into girls' volleyball.
Yeah. Oh, that whole thing when he owned the pageant and he would just walk into the dressing room.
Oh. And weren't some of them like 15 or 16?
Oh, yeah, totally. It was so unbelievable. And they'd all be like, oh, my God. And he'd be like, it's okay. I own this. That doesn't make it okay, dude. You know?
Yeah. It's just having your penis out while you're doing it. It's not good. Is that what you mean? Is that what you meant?
Mommy, why does the penis say sun-kissed? You know?
Is that what you mean by I own this? He was just like pointing at his
yeah, he had his thumbs in his belt buckles, right? He was pointing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, terrible.
What an obnoxious man.
Yeah. Oh, there's RFK Jr. again here. We'll just get a little bit more of that in.
Thing is, his was it popularity was scoring really, really low.
Yeah.
He's not just the worst president of the United States.
Oh,
he's the worst human fucking being ever.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can think of it.
People in Romania under Ceausescu were like, well, at least he wasn't Trump, you know?
Yeah. I know gangsters from Sicily who just think, what a piece of shit. and meanwhile, they're cutting off horses' heads and sticking them in people's beds.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's a piece of shit. It's just the most horrible man.
It's awful. It's awful. I mean, Trump has this thing in his head where a child is going to go to school and due to wanting to be cool and popular, they're just going to instantly go, that's it. Chop my shit off, slit me up and give me a dress. It doesn't work like that, dude. It really doesn't. There might be the odd kid that gets caught up in things due to, popularity in school and cliques and all that. I mean, there's always been the odd kid that just gets so lost and stuff. And but you're not protecting them from anything by doing this because they would have just found something else. You're not helping them. You're not. That's not the root cause. So that has nothing to do with the conversation.
I think a lot of kids these days are getting caught up and confused by social media. And I don't just mean like transgender issues and stuff like that, or sexuality.
Tide Pods, all kinds of things, right?
It's just about anything, like you say. And this is why they're trying to like ban it from Australia and something, from at certain ages, and it's limited in China and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, but the thing is, it's not just the kids. It's the fucking adults.
Oh yeah,
they're just as bad. You see the fights, and I tell you what, I wish my wife got off social media. She's always telling me about this thing that she's read, and she's angry, and it's like, well, why do you see the thing? Why do you go into the comments?
Yeah.
Why do you start reading the comments and then start replying, and then you just get into it? No, I wish you just like get out of it, because I mean. I don't know. I use social media, but I don't dig deep into the comments and things, because just don't want to.
Too much. Even myself, if I leave a video comment on, say, Tyrrell's Classic Workshop, one of my favorite shops on YouTube for automotive classic cars and stuff. Ian Tyrrell is a master. He can tune a 6-pack of Webers, downdraft Webers, with a piece of hose pipe and a goddamn screwdriver. The man's a genius, right? I leave a comment now all the time on there, actually, and then somebody will respond and give me flack because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't reply. Why would I?
To be sarcastic, usually I would.
Oh, I'm tempted.
That's how I usually play that kind of game on a YouTube thing. When you get like a shitty comment back, he says, I'm just gonna be horrible. And I would say, like, take the high road. It's not really. It's the fucking lowest road you can possibly take.
No, take the high road is ignoring them.
Yeah. But when I deal with it, I do it as fun. In a reply like that,
That's different. If you're enjoying it and fucking with them and just having fun and egging them on to make them show they're even, okay, I get that.
Exactly. I'll do it in that way.
It's like trolling flat earthers, right?
Well, that used to be easy. Not so easy anymore. You just don't take it seriously. That's the same, because as soon as you get into I know it's not you and it's just not good for your mental health, I don't think.
Oh no, not at all. You know, especially when the odds are the person egging you on is just being a jerk to get a reaction from you, right? It's just not worth it, you know.
Or they're just like completely misinformed or ill-informed. You know, especially what probably you're dealing with, you know, in the
automotive sector,
automotive stuff.
I get people that call me out for stupid comments quite often, and yet the owner of the channel hearts it.
Mind you, they're hiding everything. Everybody's coming.
No. That's just it. These channels don't do that, right? You know, that Ian Tyrrell, he always finds my comments and hearts and replies. And I've had a few people call me out as just moronic when he loved the comment. So, and he's one of the master automotive restorers for Lamborghinis and Ferraris in the UK, right? You know, it's hilarious, but these people just have to fucking be right, and you will listen. It's just unbelievable, man. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because, you know, like you mentioned flat Earth earlier, and it's just like, well, you get in real life, so like situations, and you get comment responses like you probably do in the automotive stuff, and you look at them, you look at the thing. Jesus Christ, are you a fucking flat earther as well?
Yeah.
Because you can't possibly be serious with this response and this idea. It's just no.
Or what about?
And it kind of makes a lot of flat earthers look smart.
Oh no!
It makes them look intelligent because they're just coming up with shit, or whatever. But, it's funny. You can't have an argument with a flat earther because it just goes around in circles, and
that's like taking a flight around the equator over and over and over again.
But when you see the same thing happening in just like what should just be normal life stuff, just it's car mechanics. That's it. That's all it is.
you watch a video of some guy building a cabin in the woods, and two people will have an argument about the proper foam seal that you should have used in that situation. Meanwhile, dude said in the video, "Well, I had some of this laying around, so that's what I'm using." Right?
Yeah. Oh yes, the classic. Because there's this guy Adam Garrett. Oh yeah, we should have brought that fucking video up that I captured the other night.
Oh god, yeah, that was hilarious.
It's okay. So it's a funny story. This guy Adam Garrett on YouTube. I tell you what, just subscribe to him. He cooks food and stuff like that.
Sleeps a lot.
It's good cooking channel because he's funny. There's no bullshit involved. He's just like making stuff in a shitty kitchen. I love him to bits, and I want him desperately to be a guest on one of our shows coming up. It'd be great fun. But the funny thing was, right, a couple of nights ago, because I've been watching his channel. Right, and I'd only recently subscribed, so I thought, I might as well You know, because you know what it's like. You know, a lot of channels you just like watch, and it just comes in your recommendations, and you just watch them, and then you know, you go one day, you go, well, why aren't I subscribed to this channel? Which I'm talking to you people who are watching this right now. But so I subscribed to his channel, and then a couple of days ago, about 2:00 in the morning, this little notification comes up: Adam Garrett is going live. Oh, okay. I click on it. And actually, didn't I send you the link? You got the link? But it was a blank screen for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
and I said to Dick, you know, if I was an asshole, I'd record this. And then 2 minutes later, I said to Dick,
and he is.
I am recording it. So yeah, literally put like for 5 hours, the guy was just blank screen. The chat is like rolling past. Yeah, what's going on? Is he all right? Yeah, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, you know, you hear this.
Yeah.
Every now and then, and sometimes
that was when his pet pig come in, but you know.
And then about 7:00 in the morning, his phone's going, and his face just like peas at the screen. What? Have I been live? Have I been live all this time? Oh, don't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
That must have been intriguing for you all.
Yeah, that's what happens when you set go live to automatic instead of having to hit go live in this YouTube studio.
Yeah, on his phone, which is set up by his bed. I'm not too sure how that worked out. It was kind of like strange because the phone was like pointing down at his bed. It's like, what he's got? He like glued to the ceiling or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird, right?
But yeah, he just woke up and just like, and. It is fucking hilarious. But he's like, next day he does a video, you know, an apology. He's walking to work and he's doing a video.
Oh wow,
which is kind of weird because
he only slept 5 hours, right?
Well, no, I don't know when he went to bed. It's just that automatically the video started at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, the guys were, and it was a really weird video. It was, you know, he's a lovely, he's an absolutely real, lovely, genuine guy. Yeah. But the funny thing, he's walking to work the next day. He didn't want to talk about what job he does, you know,
right?
Because I don't want to, you know, give that away. But the video with him walking to work, he's practically doxing himself.
Walking down all the yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he's walking down the road, and he can see the road signs and everything. That didn't matter. He told you what fucking road he was and what town he was in. So I thought, oh, that's interesting, because I've done this before with another guy who was being an asshole in the guitar community, and we geolocated his house from him walking his dog. But yeah, no, it's like I went to Google Maps, and like, you know, 2 seconds later, that's the road he's on. That's where he is, and yeah. So all I need to do, you know, if I want to, you know, do a hit on him, I can just go down to that town, just wait for him to walk past in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing on YouTube. It's one of the rules is you know, do not dox yourself.
Well, unless you don't care.
Well, which I did when people were getting nasty with me in the guitar community, and I got onto a stream one night with in the chat of a stream, and they're all talking shit about me, and I actually put my address in the chat.
What do you think you are, Tony fucking Stark, man?
No, nothing happened. You know, these fucking idiots.
Exactly.
Yeah, they couldn't assemble a fucking Lego.
No,
never mind an assassination.
Yeah, none of them was able to borrow the car from mom. So you know,
it's kind of funny. Anyway, that's Adam Garrett. Go look him up. He's great. He's funny, and yeah, give him some support.
All right.
Not that he needs it. He's got more subs than us. So fucking.
Well, okay, yeah. So fuck him. Sub to us then.
But yeah. Tell him to come and be a guest on the show.
Yeah, awake.
Awake. Well, we'll do a sleepy one. I don't mind. Well, that's what you've been doing for a week.
I think that my lung capacity has probably reached its limit. I am not 100% here. I'm starting to cough more and more, and
we've been going an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, plus the 42 show as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I think I need to take some medicine to loosen up and,
his bowels.
Shut up.
Talking of which, very quickly, there seems to be an awful lot of stories in the news recently. We've had about women doing sex with thousands of men for 24 hours and all this kind of shit. There's what I saw today that came up is some woman wants to have anal sex with as many men as she can in 24 hours.
Holy God!
I'm assuming she's going to be the receiver.
Yeah, all these guys show up and she's wearing a strap on. All right, bend over, bitches.
But it's like, where's it going to end? It's just going to be some woman who's just going to be split in two at some point.
You're never going to hear that one fart again after that. I'll tell you that.
Anyway, let's get the hell out of here.
Call her silent but deadly after that stunt. So, what do we
don't forget to hit like on the way out. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Drop a comment in. Even if you don't have anything to say, just drop a comment in because I'm sure the algorithm will look at it and go, "Oh, look, these guys are,
look at how excited this dude is about us."
He's going to leave a comment.
Oh yeah, look at that! There he goes. RFK to the rescue! Yeah. I'm so muscular. See, this is where he fucks it up. Can't pick up the bottle. That was so funny. Yeah. So here, big thanks to the team who helped us out in the background doing all this shit. With the new 42 show being recorded to upload, we don't get to do a thanks on that right now because it's just not going to fit in. So we got Annette, we got PJC Net, we got Liam Wakefield, we got Shayna Caldwell on the Shills account. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. I do believe I actually did it. Oh shit, if I talk like that, I'm going to get deported back home to Canada.
Well done.
Yeah. Trump's going to kick me home. I'm already here.
You wait till when he takes over Canada.
Yeah.
He'll send you back to don't know, rock and roll land.
Oh no, yeah.
He'll just build a time machine, send you back to the 80s.
You know what he'd do? He'd send me back to the 70s, but it would be like in a disco club or something, just to be a prick.
Yeah, roller disco.
Oh.
Yeah, with you little gold hot pants on.
Yeah, and I would have a big bag of weed, but nobody would have a rolling paper or a lighter. It would just be awful.
You're going to wake up in a sweaty dream tonight. Oh, no.
Oh, dear God.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. It's been lovely to see you. I've missed you all. I have missed you all. This dumb, useless fuck being ill and everything. So yeah, we're back to normal again. Till next time he's ill.
Yeah, until next time I'm ill, which, I mean, it kind of happens a lot with me. I'm not the healthiest guy in the world. I try my best. We'll hopefully Shaz butt. Well,
we'll be doing auditions through the week for replacements for Dick.
PJ CNET in the chat did an AI audio of me, and it sounded like some weird pussy version of me, like the Mr. Rogers of Dick Dawson or something. It was fucking hilarious.
It's funny you say it's a pussy version of you. It sounded exactly like you. So
no, it didn't. It had no energy or anything. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It sounded exactly like you.
Yeah, okay. So it's goodbye from me and fuck you from him, right?
Bye bye, kissy kissy.
Keep your stick on the ice, fellow babies.
And keep your dick in a vice.
Hey, I just noticed I totally forgot a super chat direct donation shout out here because Heather Wiley came in with $6.66 for the Shills Mexican AI Fund. Oh man, it's gonna just be so tired. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you real soon.
Thank you for the tequila.